Oh god, she's a ranged character. Help. Alright guys, so what's up? Two brand new things are going to be going on this channel as of right now with this video. We're going to be going over a brand new DLC character, Tayuya, as well as the first ever projectile character on this channel, which is a character that fights using mainly their projectiles, which is the square button on PS4 or the X button on Xbox. Now, I am terrible with these characters because they are the complete opposite of my playstyle, but I do find Tayuya intriguing in that aspect. Kidomaru is obviously also a projectile character, but there are some major differences between the two. While this character is more about just being completely obnoxious and being keep away, Tayuya's more... It looks like she relies more on setups, which makes her infinitely more interesting than someone that's just spamming random projectiles at you. So for the sake of this video, we're going to go over Tayuya, who's a strike back character, and we'll take Sakon, Ukon, and Kidomaru with us, because why not? And of course, for the sake of canonness, for all you old Naruto fans out there, we're going to go against Shikamaru Nara, Kiba, and Neji, because why not? So here we go. Let's see if I can even share anything at all good with you guys, because like I said, again, I don't play with these characters at all. Like I do not like ranged characters, but something about Tayuya is very intriguing. After playing as them, I feel like they animate really well, and she just looks cool. So we're about to get started. Remember to leave a like if you enjoyed. Leave a like to support me support me playing as a new character and as a ranged character that I have no idea how they work. So whatever, let's get started. So We'll talk about her D-pad abilities real quick. So you can't see the bottom left D-pad because of the watermark that's there, but I covered it with something else, so the watermark wouldn't be there. But you know, you can't see what's on the bottom D-pad. But her D-pad abilities are these summons that she has. So once you summon it, it stays with you pretty much. There's no time limit on them. They follow you around, right? Right on the D-pad. This guy, he just stands still. And the main thing is when you attack, when you press the attack button, she basically launches them over there, and if you keep pressing the attack button, they'll like do a combo. He completely missed for whatever reason. Alright, here we go. See? So there's that. And then here's the left D-pad guy. He also follows you, and when you press circle, he attacks. He doesn't go all the way though, like towards your opponent, and I don't think neither does this guy. Okay, no, he does. So it seems like, so from what I can tell, it seems like the right on the D-pad guy is gonna be for pretty much setups, because look, once you summon him, the opponent won't even know where he is, so it takes him a while to get there, and you can pretty much use him from wherever you want. Unfortunately, you can't be comboing with this and using them at the same time. I've tried, but we'll go over that more later. So that guy, he just stays wherever the hell he is. I'm pretty sure they can get attacked if they're in the line of sight. This guy is definitely for close range because he doesn't even travel to the opponent. He just comes out swinging. And then this guy is like a bit of in between. He comes back to you though, see? So there's that. Now let's just get him out of the way. You can press the same D-pad button you summon them on to get them away, or to make them go away. So let's just start going over to Tayuya, right? So here's her grab. I just like the way it's animated. She just completely stomps on you, which is pretty cool. That was her grab. Here's her tilt. Her tilt, obviously, since she's a ranged character, is a sort of get off me move, where if they're in your face, you just do it. Get some space for yourself and continue playing the zoning game slash setup game, right? And here's her jutsu, which are sort of 3 slowly floating tracking objects, like that. They don't go full distance as you saw, and I'm pretty sure that's also her assist move. Let's find out. Indeed it is. And as you see, it staggers the opponent, so it's perfect for comboing or landing ultimates. Oh, yeah, so now let's go over her combos. So the attack button, which is circle, she only could do 3 simple hits. Just that's it. 3 simple hits. Her combos come from the projectile button, which is square on PS4 or X on Xbox. And you can't do anything. Wonder if you could just at least jump cancel the first 2 hits or something. You're kind of far. Maybe first hit? I guess. If that's even worth it, because you do no damage, to be honest. So now, let's talk about her projectile combos. So here's up combo. Again, none of these are really true combos because the opponent has a chance to block them at any time, really. Look. See? So he was able to block that. That was the up combo, by the way. Now the neutral combo. See, he had a slight chance to block it. Like so. He dropped his block because he's a dumb AI. Down combo. There you go. So for the sake of actually seeing what they look like, we're going to turn off the guard on the opponent. So here we go once again. Up combo. There you go. Down combo. There we go. Neutral combo. There we go. Now, she doesn't use her flute in the air, she just throws regular shuriken. Her chakra projectile is just, again, they're like quick flute bursts, I guess. So there's that. It's also kind of weird that she's a strike back character, considering she's like a projectile character. Kind of weird that one of those would be a strike back character, in my opinion, I don't know. So now the good news is, if your opponent tries to sub at any point from these, they will literally sub in place. So even though they have a chance to block literally while you're comboing, for example, we're just going to go for it here, right? Even if they block that, you're still pretty much safe from the distance that you are, because they can't really do anything to punish you unless I think they switch out or call an assist. Now, the unfortunate thing is, you cannot cancel your attack whatsoever. For example, I'm going to be mashing the jump button, right? Look. I was mashing the jump button and flicking the left stick trying to get out. You just couldn't. Now let's try chakra dashing. You can't do that either, unfortunately. Try it again. Can't do it. Can we switch characters while we're doing this? Yes, you can. See? And look at that. Fully comboed. So pretty good. One thing that you could do to cancel, sort of, I guess, is if you see your opponent switches characters and they're going to chakra dash at you, you can stop at any time with the chakra counter. See? That's like the only thing you can do to stop besides completely switching characters. So now, from what I can tell, the way you're going to want to play this character is definitely, it's going to be not even from long range, it's going to be from like a mid game, and you're going to need to use the different D-pad abilities at the proper time. Actually, holy crap, I just realized I never trained with her awakening mode, so that's interesting. But here we go. So one thing you could do to combo into her ultimate or her jutsu is when you use the down D-pad guy, which is the guy with the club, you can just do circle attack twice, and then you can do your ultimate. Neji's going to take the hit for us. It's either secret technique sub, but there it is. Looks really damn cool. There you go. So that's one simple way to combo into it. Now, I tried comboing into it like this, but that's too slow. How about 2 hits? That's still too slow. So if you want to combo into it, you're gonna have to use this guy. Wait till he bounces him off the ground. You can chase him up in the air for something like that. You can do your jutsu too. See? Actually, I wonder. Maybe if I chakra dash? I don't know. This is definitely going to be a character that's going to take a lot of practice to be even decent with, because she's just all setups. Like, I know she's a fan favorite because, I mean, she's a girl, red hair, cute, my type personally. But she's just kind of difficult to use. She really is. So, we got to keep that in mind. So now, let's see. If we wanted to combo with the team ultimate with her, what does this guy do from close range? Okay, so he pretty much gets people off of you from close range. So that's good. If you chakra dash, because some of you might be wondering, they do follow with you, but as you say, it takes a while. It really does. And you can't even combo into your flute attacks after chakra dash. See? It's just too slow. You could combo into your regular attack button though. See? But you can't really do much. Can't combo into tilt. That's kind of unfortunate. So now, yeah, like I said, the main way you're going to be wanting playing her is from like a neutral range. Probably using some of these to set up so that assists don't run in on you. Doing some of these. See how that comboed for a little bit. Probably set up this guy, throw a jutsu, then have him go in. See? So, yeah, she has potential to be a lot of fun, and she's actually really unique. I think so far she's the most unique character I've played in this game, to be honest. So, Yeah. Let's see how she combos into ultimate, and then we will move on to her awakening, which I actually haven't tested out by myself at all, so that's going to be completely new. Let's see here. Just go with this guy. Bounce, bounce. Will this work? Yep, that works. So the same way you would land your own ultimate, you can land the team ultimate. There you go. So I'm sorry if this guide isn't that good. I have no experience whatsoever with a brand new character and with a ranged character. There was that squad right there looking cool. So there's that. Now let's go into Awakening and see what that's all about, because I actually have not checked that out yet. So this will be a brand new experience for all of us. Here we go, squad once again. Alright, so we no longer have our D-pad abilities and we look freaking crazy. Let's check out what our grab is. So your tilt becomes your grab in Awakening pretty much. That's interesting. So what's our tilt? Oh. So our tilt's basically still the same thing. That did a lot of damage though. Look at this. Whoa, I didn't do that much damage before. Huh. I thought it did a lot of damage. Guess I was seeing things. Now let's do her jutsu. Okay, so she sends those after you, and they do eat your opponent's chakra, so that's pretty good. Can't do it in the air. Can't charge it. And now let's see what her combos are with the attack button. Okay, just that. Yep, just that. And now for projectile buttons. It looks like they're exactly the same. Let's try down combo, which has like the red electricity ones. No, it looks slightly different. Wait, does she only have one combo? Yeah, it looks exactly the same. It seems like in Awakening she only has one square combo, one circle combo, a tilt, a grab, and a jutsu. So that's weird. They kind of dumb her down in Awakening as opposed to making her a little more extreme, a little better. So they just kind of dump her down. So yeah, once again, it looks like in this mode you'll be playing her as sort of a defensive monster. You know, they try to come at you, you can tilt them away. They try to mix you up and do some stupid stuff. Just use your grab, which I think hits behind you as well if they sub. And then of course you got a pretty decent attack here that also eats their chakra. So overall, she's not that bad. And hey, you have that jutsu. So there you guys go. That pretty much covers Tayuya. I know she's a brand new character, so hopefully no one's going to be like, oh, you did this wrong, etc. But, you know, obviously I'm not used to playing ranged characters whatsoever. They feel very, very restricting. Like, very, very restricting. For example, I'm just for the hell of it real quick, I'm just going to show you Kitamaru for a second. Like, look at this guy. You could just literally go on a field day from far away. See? And that all comboed. Like, that was all a true combo, because he did not block it. He couldn't block it. Right there, that one he could block. But it seems like he couldn't block the neutral combo. Oh no, I meant the up combo. My bad, my bad. Up combo. See, look at that. He can't block the up combo. But with Tayuya, on the other hand, she's definitely not suited for long range. So like I said, definitely stick to medium range. Using these guys as your setups. Sending them in whenever. And using this guy for mid-range setups, combos into ultimate jutsu, into air combo, into team ultimate, and using this guy from close range to get them off you. So there you guys go. That's my Tayuya sort of guide, sort of overview. Like, this is like the real, oh, you can go through them, that's interesting. This is like the first true overview because these characters are completely new to me and to everyone else. So hope you guys enjoyed. Obviously, we will be going over the other three eventually, maybe later today, maybe tomorrow, who knows. But thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you next time. Take care, leave a like if you enjoyed. Goodbye.